Hello. Um, yeah, sorry to be late again. I was slightly stressed just before starting. I feel like I'm super red in the face. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here. I was a little bit worried that no one would show up because, as you know, usually we do these on Thursdays. Um, so yeah, let's see. Um, I can't pull up your chat just yet, but as soon as you write something else, I can. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna say hi, Madeline. I was just at your live stream. It was fabulous. Thank you for being here as well. Or getting back as soon as you've had your breakfast. Also, hi, Nina and Kata. I believe you're new here. Um, so happy to have you here. And also Mateo is here. Hey, 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 hey. Right. So yeah, for Kata or anyone else who is hi Vic, or anyone else who is new here. The idea, and we're already off track because I came late. But the idea is that these are short and sweet. We do two 30-minute sprints in total. I mean, you can write. Generally, we do this for writing, but you can do anything else that you need someone to be there with you. And yeah, the idea is that we do like just a little bit of chatting before and a little bit of chatting in between, and then we would have a little bit more time afterwards. So yeah, let's start up maybe with if you want to tell me what you're going to work on today. Um, Also, yes, happy Friday to anyone who like works and is happy to now soon to get into the weekend. Um, yeah, I am. What was I going to do today? Um, I this morning I was figuring out some stuff about character backstories, and yay. Um, and so yeah, I was trying to figure out some character backstory, and I think during this stream I want to maybe I will figure out some names in the world that would be fun and easy, I think, which would be good because again, I'm being stressed. And the other thing is I think I have done most of my groundwork and I'm ready to get into planning the heist in my book. Or like general plotting or something like that. Or maybe I will just sort my notes that I already have because I feel like I need something a little low-key for today. Anyway, Mateo says, as usual, I'm working on my YA middle grade urban fantasy. Fabulous, fabulous project. Um, Vig needs to start the read through of Act 2. All right, you're so far in. Madeline has had the breakfast, or has it now, I don't know. If Ellie were here, we would all be all over what exactly the details are, what your breakfast entails, and if there are any beans. Um, but I think Ellie is at her appointment. Um, yes, very fun. I was like trying to figure out because I have two characters that have had a fallout when they were younger, and I needed to figure out what that was all about. Um, uh, oh no, how did it wreck you? Like in a bad way? Or like in a oh I want to stay outside way? Um, Kata is doing dev edits on my literary fiction novel. Oh my god. That is, I feel always when someone says they're doing like revision or editing, that always sounds exciting to me because I'm still very much in the drafting and then outlining again and then, on in all of that. But I don't know, I hear not everyone loves revision. So I don't know. I hope it's a fun task for you. Um, yes, and Madeline is going to keep working on outlining. Fabulous. You're being so productive today. Um, okay. I feel like we can go ahead and start our first 30-minute sprint, if that is all right with everyone. And we'll just hop on over. All right, I have to. Always have to do that. Wait a second. To my earlier question. Now the weather is giving me a headache. Oh no. Yeah, that is rough. I'm so sorry. I'm having a little bit of a difficult time too. It's like, I don't know, I'm freezing lately. Oh. Anyway, and it was like 29 degrees Celsius just a few days ago, I feel like. Oh my god. DW, hi. I'm so honored. Um, Even if you can't stay. And okay, but now we're going to start. Nope. One sec. Oh, she's done it again. I have it set up in this way that I can't reach the little X. Maybe I'll jump back. One sec. Oh, let's do this again. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's go. Good luck. All right. First sprint done. A few new people have joined. Yeah, I believe I haven't officially welcomed Jim yet. Or maybe I did. I'm not sure. Hi Jim. So happy to have you here. DW stopped by, whatever. And Miley also came in. So yeah, we've got a whole gang here. Oh, also, Ellie said hi, though she is very busy. And like, truly, I wish you good luck in your appointment and that it's not like long and drawn out, you know. Um, okay, let's see. Da da da. Yeah, I don't know. Your chime is my voice, I guess. You get special treatment. Yeah, anyway, so how did it go? I will admit I did barely anything. I had to message with a person about an apartment thing and like yeah, that's like what has me so stressed. And yeah, I just needed to chat with him. And otherwise, I figured out I went to like a name generation generator site stuff, like something like that, and figured out I think for now that is fine. Like two names for two countries. Um, and I was beginning to get into some research. I think I really need to like read some books on um, specifically like Costa Rican legends and culture and stuff like that. But anyway, let's see. Um, oh no. Mateo is trying to fix some audio issues for the next video. Oh no. I've had those before. I mean, I've had various different kinds of audio issues. Um, Vic read and annotated 6 pages. Very, very well done. And the damn dryer finally stopped rattling. Okay, so now you got some calm and peace to work on your stuff. All right. And Matthew wrote also 62 words. Um, agree, agree. Whoops. And also agree. Couldn't agree more. I'm literally supposed to start classes in 3 weeks in a different city that is like 7 hours away from Berlin, and I do not have a room yet. And yeah, it's like I'm living on the edge. Not loving that. Madeline finished most of another zine outline. All right. Awesome. And let's see. Thank you. Thank you. Vic says, I got to the part I actually wrote in July and I'm being extra brutal at myself. I might actually cut this whole part. Yeah. Sometimes that makes the whole better though, as much as it might hurt. Um, I don't know. I feel like it's something that we got used to, cutting stuff and being ruthless and like seeing how it makes everything better. Not saying that you definitely need to cut it, you know, that is, of course, your call and I don't know your book, but just, anyway. Jim managed to write 209 words after rereading and lightly editing what he'd done previously. Very good. Lightly editing. Like, wait. Are you doing line editing already? I always forget where everyone is exactly in their process. Um Miley pulled up what I was writing in the wee hours this morning. Yeah. Wait, was that morning? Was that with me? Or was that night? Anyway, da, da. Oh, that's sweet, Jim. Um, I have no idea. Um, okay, wait, I'm late, it seems. Yeah, thank you everyone for wishing me good luck. I need it. Um, exactly. That is the wisdom that I couldn't speak myself. Yes. Um, wait. This is the bits I lost 3 years ago. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts. Mm. I feel that. Hmm. Um, right. Okay. It was, yeah, I mean, it depends on your perspective, if that's night or morning. Wait, and you came up with a project name. That's exciting. Will you share? Um, I know. I know. Okay, wait. Madeline is having to run to get ready for my world building club call. But good luck with the rest of the sprints, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Um, it sounds super fun. Everyone, check out. I believe you have two channels, one for writing and one like all about world building. So I feel like if anyone, I might need it actually. Do you have anything on names? I might have to check that out. Um, yeah. Okay. Da-da. Ooh. Project Spring. Almost called Project Sword, but Spring is better. Okay. Spring. I don't know. The only thing that I can think of is that spring is like considered like the time when people fall in love or whatever. Um, so that I don't know any of the details about your project, why else it might be called spring, but that's what it makes me think of. And flowers, I don't know. Flowers are romantic. Okay, well, wow. Okay. Time's flying. Um, I suggest, because supposedly we're here to be productive first, I suggest that we jump into our second sprint. Get ready. Sorry for being a little bit abrupt, but let's do that. And pulling up our 30 minutes again. Get ready, set, and go. Jim, the second sprint is over. Let's see. Whoa, the chat has been active and I've missed a whole bunch. Okay, so let's see. Vic explained. Um, yeah, maybe I'll do that for you from now on. Just being super obnoxious. Okay, wait. Okay, nope. So this is the scene where the main character found he is a dragon and he ran away, injured himself, and now is wallowing in self-hatred. Okay. And the ran away and got hurt part needs to go. Okay. While the processing being a dragon needs to stay, but it should be put into a different setting and context. Yeah. I hope that makes it make more sense or be more impactful. It's like seeing as a reader, it seems weird to me that we do that. We just like take some sort of interaction and just put it into a different context, maybe switch out the characters and stuff like that. But as a writer, it makes perfect sense. Da, 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 da. Okay. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Um, oh, that is so nice. Yes. I love how we can like get caught up in our own writing. That is so cool. Um, okay. Let's see. Am I totally behind? You got it. You got it. Oh my god. Why do that though if I can switch it up and like do something out of pocket or different every time? Okay, let's get back on track. Vic got 8 pages read this time, even through the chatting. Very, very good. Wow. Finding more passages that simply work as they are, which you're happy with. I love that. Um, let's see. Matteo wrote 34 words. Okay, good. And what? Kata wrote minus 87 words. So you're editing, yes? Or were you just like, that stuff that I wrote in the last sprint, I don't need that. But yeah. Progress is progressing. That's good. Word count is not everything, honestly. Like, and I say that as someone who, in my like first part of my draft, has a ton of words. I have a ton of words. Doesn't make this story work necessarily though. And Jib got 139 words and made it to the end of the scene. I love that when you can just like finish within a sprint. Then you can like say, I got it. I did it. Um, oh, wait. Oh, right. I always forget. I always think that you write by hand, but you only do that for your videos, right? Um, and if I remember correctly, you write on your phone. I believe I had an app, if that is relevant to you. Also, apparently someone has called me at some point. Um, I believe I had found an app where you can see your word count. It's called Writer Journal. I don't know. I specifically had been looking for that at some point. Um, so yeah, I don't know if you want to check that out. Um, uh, it didn't send. Weird. Okay. Trying that again. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Maybe it's because I write so many words, um, which aren't necessarily always good for the story. I find it kind of, um, oh my God, what's the word? What's the word? Satisfying. I find it kind of satisfying to like rip stuff up and be like, this can go, and then just like make it more concise and everything. Um, yeah, okay, let's see. What have I done? So I wasn't doing any chatting, at least, but I was trying. So this will sound crazy, but I did um overhaul to some extent my world building again. I know. I know. But it is better. It's better. Um and so now I sort of have something like dragons in my world, which I didn't have before. And so I was just trying to research because like the world where we will encounter those dragons, so to speak, is like it is inspired by Costa Rica. And so I'm trying to figure out what, like, if that makes any sense and like what those dragons might look like and stuff. But yeah, as I said before, I think I need to like read some books or stuff like that. Um, yeah. No, I mean, maybe you get it right on the first try, and that's why you don't have to cut. I don't know. Um, I mean, you do very meticulously outline, right? So I feel like if you're a writer who goes off on tangents and like doesn't necessarily know what a scene is supposed to do, and like it very easily happens that you'll have stuff that is redundant or unneeded or whatever. um I know. I know. I never would have thought that I would add dragons. um um no, no, not Venezuela, Costa Rica. But again, it's not one to one the real world. It's more like inspired. Um. Anyway, what was I saying? Drag. Yeah, I don't know. So my idea was So magic comes from like the center of the world, and it comes to the surface through volcanoes is the idea. And so I had the idea, what if when the magic comes out of these volcanoes, it has sort of the form of dragons. It's hard to explain, but it makes sense, and I feel like it's cool. Anywho, um, yeah, no problem. Uh, Probably didn't enunciate correctly. Um, okay. How did it go for you, JK? Ah, you said it. Okay, sorry. Okay. JK didn't write words, but is hoping to figure out the email issue soon. What email issue? Did I miss something? Probably did miss something. Um, mm, mm, I don't know. I hope it's not something bad. Um, yes, exactly, exactly. Um, yes, that is exactly the vision. Um, yeah. Okay. Makes me a little bit uncomfortable to talk about my story, which is also very much changing all the time. um, okay. Do we have anything else to talk about? Um, oh yeah, and right, what I was supposed to say is that so I was trying to figure out some stuff about that, and I found myself reading some stuff on Wikipedia, and yeah, I had a few cool ideas of what I might bring into the culture. But yeah, also I have this part of the world I don't have very much figured out. I mostly have figured out a different country, which yeah, it's whew, difficult, difficult to like build a whole world with various countries that have different political systems and cultures and how they all interact and have history and stuff. Which yeah, again, maybe I should check out some of Madeline's videos. But also, I do need to um I do need to get to the actual plotting and not get lost in my world building again. Um, because the 19 novel, no, what is that? No, not 90 novels. 90-day novel challenge, I believe. The one started, hosted by Cody is starting beginning of October. So I'm trying to get to where I have an outline and can like write the second half of the story. Again, my process is it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Um, yeah. I don't know. I feel like once I'm a little bit further into the process, into the project, um, maybe once I'm like in draft two, and like some of like the general shape of the story is kind of more set, um, and I don't feel the need to change everything all the time again. I feel like then I would feel more comfortable probably sharing more. Um, yeah, yeah. It's also like fantasy doesn't necessarily have to have such a wide scope. Like you don't necessarily uh, have to know how the various continents work and stuff like that. Sometimes, if you're writing something that is just taking place in one city or something like that. Um, but yeah, as it is kind of a journey book. So we're going to from one place to another. So that already is like two things that I have to figure out. But yeah, anyway, so many challenges popping up lately. Yes. Where actually I only know about two. I'm also basically taking part in, because it's like sort of parallel and works in tandem. In a way, is Carrie shares Finish Your Book Fall, which is good for me also to have in the title that my goal is not to start another draft, because then I'll just get caught in this endless loop of starting drafts, but to actually write the second part of the story. So yeah, and that started on the 22nd of September, and like also goes for 3 months. So it's not exactly synchronous to the 90-day novel challenge, but they both sort of have the same goal. Um, yeah. Ooh, you wanna join a challenge? Are you like? Hmm. I mean, I feel like you can join them. You don't. I don't think you have to start a brand new draft in order to join the challenge. Like I, in my head, have joined the Finish Your Book Fall, and part of that is that I have to figure out my outline, um, and I'm doing that for the first few days. Um, I don't know. Yeah. Oh wait, and I think Heart Breathings probably also has one, and someone in the Discord shared another thing, but that was more like done by some like corporation is maybe not the right word, but yeah, there are probably a lot more challenges than I know of. But also I already have two, so that's really no problem. um Kata says also I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing your word your blah. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing your name more or less right. Maybe it's actually more like Kata or something. And I'm being so aggressive with the kata. I don't know. Um, I just assumed. I'm sorry if I'm totally wrong. Anyway, our lovely new person, Kata or Keita or whatever, is not really a writing challenge person, but I do like the community aspect. Yeah, that's exactly that's the main reason for me too. Generally, I have an issue with like big challenges. Even though I feel like 3 months is better for me than a big one for 1 month. But also like I'm anticipating that my next 3 months, hopefully, if everything with the flat goes right, is going to be a lot. And so I don't know if it's actually at all realistic that I can finish the draft until December. Um, but what are they saying? But yeah, just the fact that we're going to have so many live streams, and like there's always this energy. Anyway, I'm just saying that I agree with you. Oh my god. Um, okay, well, I got lucky. Um, um, I'm happy that I wasn't like blindly um like insulting you or something. Um, okay. My draft is finished. My world building is finished. All I have left is the read through and revision plan. Okay. Of course it counts. Of course reading counts into a writing challenge. If it like if it's a challenge like finish your book fall or 90-day novel challenge, I think that's the name. The goal is that you like finish some sort of part of the process, like if it's a draft or um if it's world building, outlining, whatever. Um and if like reading through helps you move towards that goal, I say that's totally legit. No? Um so if you want to, I do think that you can join. Um okay. Um yeah, I mean, why not? Um okay. I think I'm going to end it somewhere here. Um and I'm just going to say thank you guys for being here. I'm really happy that it worked out today, even though I had to move the live stream to Friday. Generally, Kata, generally I do these live streams on Thursday, same time, just on Thursdays. And yeah, I believe there's nothing in my way next week. This week I had to check, I had to schedule 2 calls, which were kind of interfering with yesterday's schedule. But yeah, I hope to see you next week and that you have a lovely day. And if you're doing a challenge in some way, that you're moving ahead. Um, um, yeah, okay. Thank you guys for being here and bye. Okay, which button?